Welcome back to another episode of Tell Me. I'm your host, Richie Sandoval. This is Richie's Upsets. Let's get right into it. Last night we took the Bucks and the Nuggets money line. If you followed suit, then you cashed in on some some easy money, I would say. I did tell you guys to stay away from the spread, that -9.5 on the Bucks. I did tell you guys to stay away from that. I didn't trust it, and they did not cover that. The spread for the Nuggets game was -2.5. Crazy ending. Joker hits one from the parking lot. Game winner. Yeah. But nonetheless, they got the job done. So not mad at it. And tell me if you want prop of the day. We usually put our prop of the day on our X page. Tell me if you want. We cleared that as well too. We had Jamal Murray over 23.5 points. Solid. Got the job done. So yeah. If you tell me yesterday you didn't fail me, if not, there's always today. We got a long slate, 14 games, so let's get right into it, man. Okay, we got the first game of the night. Wizards against the Cavaliers. They played 2 nights ago. Cavs beat them by 30 plus, I believe. And the spread right now is the same as it was before, -10.5. I know I said like 2 nights ago to take the that I wouldn't mind taking the Wizards on that +10.5, but I don't see it happening. Like I always say, they've been on a milk carton, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep my saying. I'm gonna keep rolling with that. And yeah, I like Cavs money line straight up. Next game, we got Jazz Celtics. Okay, 14.5 is a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. -14.5 is a lot for the Celtics. I know they just played 2 nights ago against OKC. Um, they're home. They play their best basketball at home. But 14.5 is steep. Anytime it's a double-digit spread like that, it's just tough. That's tough to run with. I usually like to tease the spread down. I would say Celtics money line if you're going to take a huge ticket with like try and do $1 whatever, or one of those tickets where you're trying to nail every game. Of course, Celtics money line is it. Not going to pay much, but I would tease the spread down. But I definitely like Celtics money line, and I wouldn't mind. To be honest, I wouldn't mind the Jazz covering at 14.5. I got a friendly bet going going on now. Friendly $5 bet with my boy Matt, and I think the Jazz, they can cover that +14.5. But I am gonna go Celtics money line. That's gonna be my pick. But like I said, I wouldn't mind Jazz covering that +14.5 too. 14.5 is pretty steep for the Celtics, even though they're a really good team and they play well at home. But that's just me. Next game, Hawks and Pacers, man. Pacers, like we've seen what they've been doing in Milwaukee this season. We see what they did in Milwaukee the last time they just played. The Pacers are rolling right now. The Hawks did beat the Thunder though. Not gonna lie. Thunder started off slow that game. And the Hawks got it done. But I don't trust the Hawks against the spread. -3.5. We know the Hawks, like I said, the Hawks are one of the worst teams against the spread. I think the Pacers win. Money line, they're on the road, they're rolling. I don't see why they don't make it happen. So my pick is going to be Pacers. Money line, Halliburton's playing great. Tyrese Halliburton's playing great basketball. So why not? I like Pacers money line. Next game, we got Thunder and the Nets. Now y'all know Thunder is my team. Y'all know Thunder's my team. And we're the best team in basketball against the spread. But the Nets play their best basketball at home against the spread. So let's see. I can give you numbers right now, just to give you some kind of insight on there. Okay, so the Thunder on the road are 9-4-1 against the spread, and then Brooklyn at home is 7-11. Oh no, I'm sorry. Brooklyn at home is 11-5. At home, they're 11-5 against the spread. Yeah, Um, like I said, Brooklyn plays their best basketball at home, but they are milk carton boys. They've been on the milk carton. I always say that they've been on the milk carton. So I'm honestly, I'm gonna go with my team, Thunder, money line. But like I said, the Nets play their best basketball at home, so I wouldn't mind a +5. Thunder's on the road right now. Yeah, we're on the road right now. We've been on the road. So I don't know. I feel like that +5 is good. Me personally, I'm gonna take Thunder money line. That's my pick. But I don't mind the +5 like I said, against the Nets. And if there is a game that the Nets could cover a spread or maybe even steal, I would say it would be against us. But they milk carton boys. They haven't won in a long time. I'm going Thunder money line. On to the next game. Knicks and Sixers. Man, I had a discussion with Matt about this, and I'm telling him, I'm like, listen, man, I like the Knicks to cover that 6.5. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like the Sixers haven't played anybody yet. Not yet, but they haven't played. They played. Let's go to the Sixers' last 5 games. Let's go to the last 5 games. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. Go to my Scores app. For those of you that don't know and just tuning in, this may be your first episode. I go to the Scores app. That's where I get my information from. Games, who's playing, who's not, lineups, injuries, all kind of information. I get it from Scores app, and all my odds here on this slate here are based off of FanDuel. Just to give y'all some insight. Okay, so Sixers, last 5 games. Let's get to it. They played the Bulls and they won on Tuesday. Saturday night they played the Bulls and they lost. Then they played the Rockets and they won. They played the Magic and they won. They played the Heat and they lost. But these are games that, maybe Embiid didn't play. But since Embiid's been back, they've been pretty strong. But my thing is, out of those, like I said, Bulls, Rockets, Magic, Heat, Raptors, they beat the Wolves. I haven't really played them, anybody I feel like is tough, like I think the Knicks are tough. They're a tough team to beat. But I also feel like Embiid's a tough guard. So he's tough to guard. So Sixers money line, of course, but I don't mind the Knicks on a +6.5. But I'm gonna go Sixers money line just because I feel like Hartenstein is not. He can't really do much with Embiid. Embiid's been playing MVP basketball. We know this. So I'm gonna go Sixers money line, but I don't mind the Knicks on that +6.5, like I said. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but Hornets Bulls next game. They got the Bulls, Milk Carton Boys. They're part of the Milk Carton Boys group, society, the whole team, and they have them -8.5 against the Hornets. Okay, I can see the Hornets. They're not the. Don't get me wrong, the Hornets aren't the best team, but the Hornets just got to win against the Kings not too long ago on a +750 night on a night where they were -15. The Kings were favored and they came and won. So let's go look at lineups, because that's one big thing. That -8.5 is telling me that maybe somebody's coming back, somebody from the Bulls lineup maybe playing tonight that's not expected to play. So let's talk about it. Hornets, we know LaMelo's out, Mark Williams is out, okay, Gordon Hayward's out, okay, Bulls, we got Patrick Williams out, Torrey Craig, Alex Caruso. Okay, so it looks like the big man for the Bulls, Vukovic, is going to suit up tonight. Now, I'll tell you this. If the big man suits up tonight, Vukovic, I might have to take this jersey down because I love the way the big man plays. Pause. And I'm gonna take the Bulls money line. Now that I see that Nikola Vukovic is going to play, I'm gonna take the Bulls money line. I like them to win the game. I don't know about the -8.5, but I definitely like Bulls money line. That's just my take. On to the next game. Clippers and Pelicans. All right. Look, I know a lot of people aren't big believers on the Clippers right now, but the Clippers were on a little streak. They won a little streak. They just beat the Suns. Um, Pelicans, they have been playing great basketball. I'm not gonna lie. They blew out the Nets. They just blew out Minnesota, and now they're home going against the Clippers. Um, let's see. Let's go to the lineups. See who's playing, who's not playing, real quick, because I always like to check lineups. That's my favorite thing to do. Because that'll kind of give you some insight on what you really need to know, what you don't need to know. All right, so the Pelicans got Matt Ryan, Trey Murphy, and and then Clippers got Moussa Diabate. Okay, so the Clippers are full stack, ready to roll. I don't have any faith in the Pelicans. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the Clippers tonight, money line. If the Clippers are full roster, no injuries, I feel like they're rolling. They starting to figure it out. I got faith in Kawhi and Claude. We trust. So, me personally, I'm gonna go Clippers money line. I wouldn't even play with that +1 spread or -1 spread. I'll just go Clippers money line and take it for what it's for. On to the next game. Wolves and the Rockets. Man, y'all know how I feel about the Wolves, man. Like, they started off hot, then they get kicked on and blown out by the Pelicans. The Rockets they play some of their best basketball at home, and they're giving the Rockets +3.5. Like I said, the Rockets play some of their best basketball at home. I'll tell you the numbers here for them against the spread, just to have it. Let's see. So at home, they're 13-5-1 against the spread. The Rockets. And the Wolves on the road are 7-10 against the spread. Give me the Rockets with +5.5. I said +3.5. Give me the Rockets +3.5. Yeah, just I like the way the Rockets play home basketball. Like, they seem to play their best basketball when they're home. And that's just what I want to roll with. That's just what I'm going to go with. Rockets +3.5, or even Rockets money line at +140 on FanDuel. I don't have any faith in the Wolves right now. The Wolves may be in that stage where it's just, like I said, they start off good and then they start to really show their true colors. I don't really have any faith in them. If they do win, oh well. But +3.5, I like Rockets +3.5 is my pick. Rockets money line, either way you want to put it. Sock it to my pocket with the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? On to the next game, Blazers and Mavericks. Now, this Blazers and Mavericks game is kind of reminiscent of the Wizards and Cavs game. As you can see, it's the -10.5 spread. The Mavs went on and beat them, I believe, by like 20 plus. But it's reminiscent of the same Wizards and Cavs setup, where it's like that 10.5. You may feel like they can cover it, but they can't. But they can. Again, it's tough to take a double-digit spread. I like to stay away from those double-digit spreads. But let's see. Let's see who's playing tonight. Again, let's just talk about that real quick. Let's see who's playing tonight, who's not. Because let's see. Because I feel like if Dallas is complete, then no problem. They get it done again. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But Luka's a game time decision with his ankle. Derek Lively, game time decision. Grant Williams, game time decision. Markieff Morris, game time decision. Dante Exum out. Keebler out. Rashawn Holmes out. So see, and then for Portland, you got Ayton out, Moses Brown, Jabari Walker, and Robert Williams, which has been out for the season, of course. But see, now this makes me lean towards having the Blazers cover that 10.5, because all these game time decisions, and if Luka doesn't play, then that's tough too. So, and the last time they played, Doncic scored 41 on them, 126-97. Yeah. The Trailblazers are 5-19 against Western Conference opponents. Portland's 2-14 in games decided by 10 or more points. So at least we know that, they suck when the game is decided by, 10 or more points. This is the fourth time they played this season, you know, and like I said, that 10.5 is looking a little shaky right now, just because of all these game time decisions. But if Dallas is healthy, that Mavs money line, you know, I would stay away from the 10.5 spread again. But like I said, that Mavs money line, that's my pick. Next game, Magic and the Nuggets. We know the Nuggets just had a crazy one in Golden State. I'm pretty sure Joker was happy he didn't have to go in overtime, to be honest with you. He was probably more happy he didn't have to go in overtime than that game winner that he actually hit. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Magic, you got, let's go lineup. I think I'm pretty sure Franz Wagner's not playing tonight. So that's already 20 points off the board for the Magic. Yeah, Franz Wagner's out. Markel Fultz out. Joe Ingles out. Jonathan Isaac out. Gary Harris out. Wendell Carter's game time decision. And Denver, nobody's on that list. So if Denver's full, complete, you know we're going to do what we did yesterday, and we're going to run with the Nuggets. Give me the Nuggets money line. I'm staying away from the spread. But if you want to lay it, -10, go ahead. Have at it. I would stay away from it, but Nuggets money line, I feel like that's pretty plain cut and clear. On to the next game. Heat at Suns. Oh man. Heat at Suns. The Heat definitely did just go into LA on a night where I felt like if Bron and AD would play, then they would get the job done, and they didn't. So and the Heat are tough, man. I like the Heat. I'm not gonna lie, I like the Heat. They get it done without Jimmy against LA. You know, just a good program, a good team, a gritty, you know, like the Heat, a good, you know, solid team. I like them. Let's go see the lineups. Let's go see the lineup. That's what I want to go look at. Heat Suns, because if KD's game time decision, Eric Gordon game time decision, Jimmy's out, Caleb's game time decision. I mean, if my guy KD, if he's playing tonight, let's see. Let's see. If KD plays tonight, I'm not gonna lie. I think that spread goes from -3 to a little more, just because the Heat don't have Jimmy on the floor. But I still think the Heat can cover +3.5. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they can cover that +3.5. They didn't have Jimmy and they beat the Lakers, even though Lakers is we'll get to them. But +3.5. I wouldn't mind taking the Heat +3.5 against the Suns if KD doesn't play. But if KD plays, like I said, we'll put all updates or any changes, anything we feel like we're kind of changing or our opinions on, obviously based on lineups and statuses like that. We'll be putting on the Tell Me If You Want page, and I'll also pin it here on the comments down low. I'll pin it. But yeah, Heat against the Suns. I like the Heat to cover that +3.5. If KD plays, then Suns money line, obviously. Next game, Raptors Kings. They got the Kings giving 5, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just something about the Raptors that I kind of like the way they're playing lately. They beat Memphis with the new addition of Quickly and Barrett. I feel like they got more firepower offensively. You know, not to say that the Kings don't have firepower either, but come on now. I just don't like the fact that, you know, the Kings lately they've been struggling to win some games. So, and I don't want to say struggling to win some games. All right, let's just go look at the lineup real quick. I'm gonna give y'all the information, man. I want to give y'all the information because that's the best thing, you know. I feel like that's what truly matters. When you get some insight on the games, you get some information and kind of know what's going on. All right, so injuries. Kings, no injuries. Gary Trent, game time decision. Otto Porter, game time decision. Okay, for Toronto. Um, the line right now for Toronto Raptors is at +164. At +5.5, or +5. Still at +5. Yeah, I'm gonna go Toronto money line. They don't call my segment Richie's upsets for no reason, man. I like the Raptors money line against the Kings. I think they match up well. I think they match up well. I think the Raptors will get the job done on the road again. On to the next game: Pistons and Warriors. Oh man, the Warriors. We all know Pistons have been on the milk carton since the beginning of the season. We know that. The Pistons want to win a game bad though. They want to win bad. I keep telling Matt this. Every game they play, they want to win because the Pistons been on the milk carton. That's just the reality of it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. The Warriors, this is a bounce back game for the Warriors. After that turnover from Curry, and that game winner from Jokic, that's a tough loss at home. They playing at home. I don't mind back-to-backs when they're at home. But I definitely do mind back-to-backs when on the road. I don't mind back-to-backs when they're at home. But I'm gonna go definitely with Golden State money line. I'm not gonna bet on the Pistons to beat Golden State. I'm sorry, but I'm just not gonna do it. Me personally, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go Golden State money line. Bounce back game for Golden State. They gotta win. It's a must win for them. That's how I feel. Like Pistons, it's a must win for them. So I'm gonna go Warriors money line. That's my final pick. And the last game of the night, Grizzlies in LA at the Lakers. The spread is at -4.5. And they don't call my segment what they do for no reason. But let's get into it. Let's see who's playing tonight. Like I said, the Lakers, one day they want to win, the next game they don't. One game they want to win, next game they don't. So, look, right now we got game time decision for Anthony Davis. We got a game time decision for LeBron James. Game time decision for D'Angelo Russell. And Rui's out and Gabe Vincent's out. Okay. So now this is even worse. I see it as if LeBron and AD both do not play, then they don't have a shot. If LeBron and AD don't play, they don't have a shot. There's no way it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But if they do play, like I said, this is my motto. I always say, if LeBron and AD are on the court, and you put 3 bums with them or whoever, I mean, whatever, they should be able to get the job done. But apparently, they're showing me they can't get the job done. So I'm gonna go with Ja Morant going crazy on the Lakers. Grizzlies money line. That's just me. I don't have any faith in the Lakers. I don't have any faith in LeBron to get the job done. I mean, LeBron does play very well against the Grizzlies. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna go Grizzlies money line. And that's just that. I have faith in LeBron to take care of business against the Heat, and they couldn't even get it done. And Jimmy didn't even play. Had Hyman's getting highlights on y'all King, so called. No disrespect, but come on now. I like the Grizzlies bounce back game. They lost to the Raptors a few nights back. This is a bounce back game for the Lakers too as well, since they lost to the Heat. But I don't see a bounce in nobody's or pep in nobody's step over there in LA. So I just don't see it happening. I mean, respectfully, I'm gonna go with Grizzlies money line. And there you have it, man. That's my wrap up for the day. I hope you guys, tell me, don't fail me. Like I said, any changes we'll be putting on the X page. Tell me if you want. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, tap in, and let me know in the comments. If you watch this long, let me know in the comments. Say Richie's upsets, and yeah, man, that's the wrap up. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, and we'll be keeping count. All right, and we'll have that play of the day as well on Tell Me If You Want. That's a wrap. I'm your host, Richie Sandoval, here on Richie's Upsets. Take it easy. Peace.